Tesla has indeed taken the EV sector by storm, and many other EV manufacturers have been toiling hard to level up their game and climb up the ladder. Tesla has become a phenomenal player in China. However, NIO, the Tesla killer, is no way less in exhibiting a great stance. Will NIO emerge as the real first Tesla killer? Welcome to yet another exciting video, folks. NIO looks like it's hiked up, thanks to its recent collaborations and technical ideas. Will China become NIO's playground? While you're at it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the post notifications to stay updated. Tesla undoubtedly has proved to be a rightful candidate to be titled the EV sector king. The EV manufacturer has put up great competition against its rivals, which the rest of the manufacturers have no option but to accept. Rather than striding to the top position, maintaining a stance in the top list is an arduous task. The Giga Shanghai factory in China has been producing Tesla EVs on a great deal, and it's time for the rest of the Chinese automobile manufacturers to come forth. With that being said, we can't overlook that NIO has been upgrading its performance in the sector to emerge as the Tesla killer. What catalyst will trigger NIO's growth in the coming days? We bet you're curious to know more about it. If so, stick with us till the end. NIO recently revealed that the EV manufacturers had signed a deal with the Shell Group to develop efficient charging solutions. The duo has entered a strategic cooperation agreement that involves rolling out co-branded battery swap stations and fast EV chargers. According to the deal, both the facilities will be available throughout China and Europe from early 2022. There's no doubt that the Chinese automaker NIO is one of the most prominent EV brands overseas. NIO continues to boost its fleet of EV models and its global market share, thanks to the recent expansion of NIO to Europe. Additionally, NIO managed to establish and stand out from its rivals due to the dedication exhibited concerning the battery swap technologies. Over 650 stations were established throughout China. On top of it, the EV manufacturers have been busy launching and employing new ideas starting from Norway. Due to all the right reasons, NIO is reckoned as one of the few global EV makers still working on the battery swap technology. The Royal Dutch Shell Group is a renowned oil and gas conglomerate with a history of 115 years in the field. Undoubtedly, it needs no introduction on how efficiently the company has succeeded in immersing its roots in various parts of the globe. The company has been recently hooked up with investing in clean energy, which significantly involves the EV infrastructure. Since the sector has grown immensely over the past few years, there's no doubt the industry would be the best place to invest. Last year, the group doubled its EV charging presence in Germany and further established 200 stations, and on top of it, they purchased the UK's largest charging network, Ubitricity. News where the Netherlands government asked the company to cut its carbon emissions by 45% by 2030 from 2019 levels has already caught the attention of many. Before the court intervened, Shell's emissions reduced target was 20% by 2030. So reducing it to much lower levels will only make it look enticing. Also, partnering with a developing brand like NIO will only boost the image of the Shell Group since a court-ordered acceleration to reduce carbon emissions is prevailing. How does the NIO-Shell partnership sound? At this point, we can say that Shell is indeed a surprising partner for NIO. As we mentioned earlier, the duo will work in electric vehicle energy on a global scale. A more detailed plan on the agreement was disclosed later by Shell Group. Accordingly, Shell and NIO will focus on increasing R&D efforts and working on the battery swapping technologies to push further and take the technology and business model forward. As a result of the deal, the companies will establish a network of co-branded battery swap stations. The combined effort in the Chinese market will begin from the two pilot sites. The most positive goal of both the companies is to extend it to 100 locations by 2025. Additional battery swap stations of the NIO-Shell partnership will be launched. In 2022, the company aspires to explore pilots in Europe to scale up their business rapidly depending on the success and reception. The Recharge mobility service provider strategy to offer its European consumers access to its roaming EV charging network is another plan that will add the cherry on the top to the whole deal. Let's look into the opinions voiced out by the Global Executive Vice President of Shell Mobility, Istvan Kapitani, about the new agreement. He says the decarbonization is a global challenge that needs broad-reaching, multifaceted remedies, and according to him, that's what makes their new partnership stand out. Based on the plans, the value the partnership deal can offer its EV customers across Europe and China will be immense. So the companies will be working to boost EV experience in every aspect. The Shell Group also shared that their strategic partnership with the EV makers involves further teamwork in fleet solutions, loyalty, and home charging. So all in all, we can say that the move taken by NIO is quite interesting. Why Shell, NIO, and why now? Shell at this point appears to have altered its tune and is putting up a decent chunk of money to invest in the EV sector. It makes much sense that NIO has fallen into this equation since the EV maker has just begun spreading its wings in the European market and still has room for much penetration and development. In a nutshell, it's a win-win situation for both the parties involved in the agreement. Let's move on to the next optimistic news NIO has got up its sleeve. The company has secured a leg up over its intense competition as a local Chinese police department chose 8 NIO EVs for its line of police cars due to the company's efficient battery swapping technology. The news is a good add-on that will help the company thrive better on Chinese grounds and potentially overthrow Tesla's influence. NIO is busy strengthening its brand name and offering an all-electric range upwards of 600 kilometers, while also stretching to 1,000 kilometers with the ET7 is impressive. Based on the sources, NIO's battery swapping technology stood out to the police department in the Laoshan district of Qingdao City in China's eastern Shandong province. The police department had already made it clear that according to their experience, charging an EV would take over 40 minutes, and the period is too lengthy while carrying out normal police operations and long-term patrols. It was due to this very reason that 8 NIO ES6 were purchased, so they can swap a depleted battery for a fully charged battery in around 5 minutes. Purchasing the NIO ES6 was a result of the input from the community. NIO is included in the top 3 EV stocks, getting prepared for a bull run soon. With NIO on the verge of its next leg of expansion and growth in the EV sector, it's only a matter of time before the company initiates a bull run. The new infrastructure bill should be a catalyst, and there are more concrete reasons to think why the company will initiate a bull run. The EV makers have shown that they can build at scale and sold nearly 150,000 of its electric SUVs in the world's largest automotive market. We are already aware that NIO is already expanding its business beyond the EV market in China. The company successfully established a team in Norway and made its first shipment there in 2021. They will grow the business to Germany shortly. Once the factory construction is complete, the EV makers will have a capacity to produce about 240,000 vehicles per year. NIO has set a goal to have its full ecosystem established in the regions it does business. The battery swap infrastructure will also serve as another revenue stream. All in all, NIO indeed has the power to emerge as the Tesla killer shortly. With that, we've come to the end of the video. Thank y'all for watching. If you found this video informational and wish to see more content, please hit the like button. Do let us know your opinions in our comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and make sure to turn on post notifications so that you always get notified whenever we post a new video. Till then, keep watching our other videos. We'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.